Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor. Welcome to my YouTube station. It's the home of the 5-minute or less video. I always thank you for watching this. I have a whole team of former IRS agents. Many of you found me through me being on the news quite a bit. You can look at my interviews and my whole team at 777irs.com. I have a whole team of former IRS agents. They're all characters like me, but we have over 250 years of direct IRS work experience. I don't need to, I have my offices across the street. I shoot all my YouTubes here really from my dining room table. I like to be really comfortable. I don't need to wear lipstick in a suit. I can simply tell you what I need to know from my head. I don't need to read scripts. I've been doing this for 50 years. I've worked over 10,000 cases. I worked at IRS for a decade, and I have been doing this for the last 50 years. Come this August, I am probably one of the most formidable authorities in IRS tax resolution matters. So anyway, that's just a little introduction to you about myself. I want to, oh, by the way, I do these videos for 3 reasons. So you don't get ripped off, so you get good insider information from the IRS. Most of the people that you see on YouTube, they kind of learn their way through by reading books. I actually have the actual information that you need by all my work experience. And I like to do a lot of them to be educational and to give you the insider information, in fact, that you need. Today I want to talk to you today about how do you keep your assets being seized by Internal Revenue Service. Well, the only division that seizes assets from you is the being a revenue officer in the collection division, and that's in fact what I did for 10 years. I have seized almost everything possible, cars, bank accounts, boats, IRAs, pensions, funeral homes, everything. I've probably seized over, 300 businesses, homes, assets, inventories, everything. So I want to tell you today how to stop from IRS seizing your assets. The biggest assets that IRS seizes, just so you know, are bank accounts and wages. If you to combine the two, IRS probably, I'm guessing, I'm just thinking throughout the years, they probably levy and wage garnish at least 500 to 600,000 bank accounts and people's paychecks, and they do seize still homes and other things today. So how do you stop the IRS seizure process? Well, let me just tell you, there's 2 types of people watching the video: the do-it-yourselfers and those who want to go ahead and retain people. So I shoot these videos so you can, no matter who you are, you'll know what to do. At the end of the day, there's a black cat. If you call me, I will not put a voodoo spell on you. But anyway, at the end of the day, you need to call IRS with a plan and an exit strategy on how you're going to deal with IRS. You evidently owe tax debt if you're listening to this video, and IRS has rules and regulations. It's systematic as to when they're going to levy, when they're going to take your paycheck, when they're going to take your bank account, and it's up to the revenue officer if they're going to seize your business or your home or things like that. But for most of you who are really looking at wages and things like that, IRS is going to send you a series of notices out. You must comply with what the notice says. If you're getting a notice out and you're worried about your wages and your bank account, when IRS sends you out their 1058 letter, 30 days after that, if you do not file a collection due process hearing, they are going to go ahead and seize your wages or your bank account or file a federal tax lien. Those things are going to happen. If in fact a revenue officer gets your case and they feel you're not complying because you're not current and you're not giving them a runaround and you're not doing what you need to do, IRS will petition. They have to go through a judge to seize your assets. They don't do a lot of that, but you should want to talk to the revenue officer to get rid of the case in their inventory, because all they want to do is close your case. There's some easy revenue officers you can deal with, and some gnarly ones that you want to deal with. So if you want to go ahead and assure yourself you're not going to have your assets seized, you just got to call whoever has your case. If it's a 1-800 number, call the 1-800 number. If it's with a revenue officer, they're more complicated. I would not recommend anybody contact the revenue officer by themselves. There's a lot of cocky people and think, oh, I can do that. The revenue officer knows what they're doing. They've listened to a lot of crap like I have. They're going to find their way around that and do what they want to do, and they're going to have their way with you. They do. A few people survive, but not many survive with the revenue officer because they've been doing this a long time. So anyway, at the end of the day, if this information was good, give me a subscription. If you want to, I'm happy to consult with you for free. You're welcome to make an appointment on Calendly. I have that information available. So anyway, just remember, respond to the letters. Make sure you're in compliance. You're making your estimate payments. Make sure all tax returns are filed. That will go a long way with the Internal Revenue Service. Please give me a subscription if you would. I appreciate it. YouTube values those for us. I'm always here, like I said, for questions. Leave me a comment. If you give me an idea for a YouTube, I'll take you up on that. Thank you again for the subscription.